it's Kris Woods, your local realtor here in the Central Virginia area. Yesterday, I was out with one of my clients. We were touring some new construction homes. She found one that she liked, so we sat down to price it out. Keep in mind when you're looking at new construction, the starting price is going to be on the base model. So if you want to do upgrades like add a sunroom or add hardwood flooring throughout, then that is going to be an upgrade. So we'll take a look at where she started versus where she ended. Special shout out to Haley over in Woolwich Landing by Stylecraft Homes for helping us make this video. And as always, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on real estate. Thanks for watching.
I am going to do for you is going to be structural options. So that is what I quote out to you. Your design appointment happens about a month or so after closing. But I can kind of give you an idea based off what people have spent on what people normally spend at the design studio. But now we have better incentives than they had. So that's actually really nice now too. Okay, so the first thing, part of the quoting, and again, this is just a quote, so this doesn't have to be the final decision. But we need to kind of talk about lots because obviously that premium comes into factor with your price. So just based off kind of what you saw, do you think you would prefer a slab or a crawl?
Slab or crawl?
So a slab home site, like we're on now, where you just have that, you know, a couple inch step. And then the patio like this with the slab, or the crawl, which is what we were just in, where you might have a step to get up, but you have that treated wood in the back. So it's on a crawl space versus a slab.
Probably a crawl space.
You like the crawl? Okay. So we have 5 lots available right now. So we have, the home we were just in was 12-3. So 11 and 10 are sold, but we have 9, which still is on that side of the road where you're not as steep, right? And it also is going to be a little bit further down from the clubhouse and the amenities. Then we have lots 7, 6, and 5. These are going to be a little bit steeper. They're going to be more like that for that one house we saw that has that big crawl, and they're going to probably have 2 steps to get up into your house versus the 1. And then lot 2 is kind of an in-between. To be honest, I couldn't probably tell you for sure if this is going to have 1 or 2 steps. It is a little bit less steep than the others. And then, of course, these are going to be here right next to your mailbox and things like that. So it's really, you're right there next to the pool, and that's really convenient, things like that.
Now, just to be clear, all of these back into that protected space.
Yes.
Okay.
They all back up into that protected woods. So you have really private woods in the back. Legally, they can never be removed. So that's a really big factor too. A lot of people like that. And those are the last part of the protected woods in the neighborhood. Everything going forward. The goal is to have the neighborhood as wooded. And like we're going to have those walking trails and stuff. But if you want to be on the part that can legally never be taken down, that's where it ends. And it's because there's a creek back there that goes into the reservoir. So,
Okay.
yeah. So we would just have to see kind of, you know, if you want to have just the 1 step and not have as deep of a crawl, then I would suggest lot 9. Lot 9 has a $10,000 premium. And then the other lots, 5, 6, 2, 5, 6, 7, they have a $5,000 premium. So 9 is a little bit more just because it's in those thicker part of the woods and it's a little bit further away from the amenities. But yeah.
Okay.
So if you had to pick, which one would you be interested in? One closer to the front or one
Further away.
Okay, so lot 9.
One further away.
Okay.
And it's still close. You know, you're still within walking distance.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not right in the hustle and bustle of it all. So, and then as far as the Maddox or the Willis or even the Hampton, as of right now, which one do you think you like the best?
This one hit the Maddox.
Maddox, okay. So, on lot 9, we can do a traditional Maddox or a Georgian Maddox. The Craftsman and Farmhouse are across the street. So those options, and I'm talking about the exterior of your home. Since we're in an HOA, you cannot have the same home across the street, or it's the rule of 5. So the 2 next to you or the 3 across the street. So the Craftsman and the Farmhouse are already across. So you could do a traditional, which this is actually our included elevation. There's no extra cost to do this one. Mm-hmm. Or you can do the Georgian, which the difference between these two is that it's a brick front. So if you like a brick front home, so there's a little bit of a cost associated with this just because there's more brick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the tradition would work.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna do it's automatic lights.
That's on a timer.
Or just like when you
energy
walk.
efficient,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like
I have some of those at home.
they work well till you get in a room and sit still.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Like luckily we have lots of windows. All right, so we're gonna do a Maddox on lot 9. Let me put in your base. Just 527, 990. Okay, and then let's start going through some options here. All right, I'm gonna borrow. Do you have those floor cars? Yeah. Okay, so if y'all want to look at that one, I'll take this one. And some of the options aren't on the floor card, but for some, it'll be good because I'll be able to point it out.
So what we're looking at here. The 2-car garage. The bedroom. This is the smallest room, right, Kris?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That bed, it's that bedroom that's
that
up
one
front.
up front.
Yeah. This is porch when you come in.
Bathroom, flex.
Flex room is right here. Down this little hallway.
This optional bed 3, is that upstairs?
No, that is to make that flex room
Okay.
a bedroom. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me put in the included features for you because, like I said, we do have some included structural features. So I'm going to add those in real quick.
And then what is this infinity shower or this age in place owner's bathroom? I've never heard that.
So the age in place, it takes out your water closet. So you don't have a door. Yeah, so people who, it's more wheelchair accessible and things like that. Basically, you can see on there the difference. It takes off that door and it turns your toilet to face the front. So the toilet's looking. So we haven't not had a lot of people do that unless, they really needed it. But most people stick with and it says optional on this floor card because we use this floor card for multiple communities. But in our community, it's a standard. So I'm putting that in here for your included features. Okay, so first option here, we said we're going to do the traditional elevation. So the first option is to do the pedestrian door. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to print this off so you have it priced itemized. And how I typically like to have people do this is if you think you might want it, go ahead and say yes. Because at the end of the day, it's easier to take things off and go down in price than try to add. So if you think you might want it, go ahead and do it, and then we can always remove things out, things that maybe you're like, I don't really necessarily need that. So the pedestrian door is going to be that door that's off the side of the garage. We have it here in our garage where it has the door goes into your garage on the side with the window, but also included in that is the trash enclosure that's outside, so you can keep your trash can outside, and then it includes the concrete that connects that trash enclosure to your driveway. So do you think that would be something you would want to do?
Mm-hmm, definitely.
So if you don't get that, I guess your trash can just goes on the side of the house. There's no
You just keep it in your garage.
Oh, okay.
For the flex room, do you think you would want to do just the French doors or make it a study which has the French doors and a closet?
Make it a study.
Okay.
Because eventually it can turn back into a
A bedroom.
Yeah, and so you can see here where it puts the closet back in this little corner. That's next to, on the opposite side of where the window's at. Do you think you would want to do one of the designer kitchens where you have a wall oven?
Yeah, wall oven.
So when we have two options, so you can do point it out. So with the first option is to do a wall oven and microwave, and it's going to go right here. So you would have microwave, oven, and then you would have a cooktop would still be in this same place, and then you would have a range. So, and we have really beautiful like designer range hoods that you can do. Or if you want to have two ovens, you have double oven, and then your microwave moves back over here, and you have a cooktop.
Okay, two ovens.
You like two ovens? Okay. Sounds like you're gonna be cooking.
No, I'm not. I'm just thinking about someone else.
Oh, okay. Somebody else is gonna be cooking.
She said they're gonna be eating.
I'm cooking.
Okay. Do you want to do the fireplace?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that standard as well?
It's not. Fireplace is an option.
Okay, standard fireplace.
Yeah. So like you saw in the Willis, they chose not to do it. We have some clients who they'll go to Florida during the winter, so they're like, we don't need a fireplace, so. And then
let me ask you a question about the fireplace.
Yeah.
Do the fireplace also covers that sunroom out there, the season room, or not?
This and the Maddox, no, it doesn't do see-through. The Willis is the only one that you can do both. I don't, to be honest, I know it's some type of structural reason. I'm not exactly sure, but I just know we don't have the see-through option for this floor plan just on the Willis.
Okay.
And I think and I know with this one, because obviously you can see it bumps out a little bit. Sometimes the fireplace will go the opposite way, so it just depends floor plan to floor plan. Okay, we want to do the 3-season room for now. And then that would be something that would really easily, because it's a good price point here with us. It adds a little bit on, but that's something that you could really easily remove and do after the fact. If you wanted to extend out your patio, then I would say I wouldn't pay for that now, Do you want to do a utility sink in your garage?
I don't have one now. Yeah, I really
And
need
it's
one.
low maintenance, so, it's not like you need to have, you're not going to be doing anything outside.
Right.
What? So yes,
So no.
No, yes.
Oh, you do
you
want
want
it?
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember from time to time I have to soak something sink in my kitchen.
Yeah. That's true.
Or get a bucket, put something in, right?
And then we've already said no carpet, so I'm assuming we want to do the oak stairs.
No carpet.
And then, and what they do is it's oak stairs with the white risers, and then they stain it to match whatever flooring that you choose down here. You have an option to do double doors from your owner suite out onto your patio. So they would go on the wall right there. That separates your owners to the patio, and it would just be double doors.
Okay.
You like that? Okay. The cabinets that are in between the sinks in the bathroom in your owner suite, those are optional, but most people do those. So you want to add those? Okay.
You're talking about the two sinks in the cabinet.
The drawers. Yeah, the drawers are optional. The only time I have had people not do it is because they want to put like a vanity there that they can like sit at. And so they won't add those with us, and then they'll just bring in a furniture piece that goes right there. So we do have people who choose not to do them for that reason. But okay, what do we want to do upstairs? You said fully finished, right?
Fully finished.
Fully finished. And loft. Any of the tubs, so your guest bath is a shower tub, and then obviously upstairs you're going to have a shower tub. Are there any of those bathrooms where you would rather them just be showers and to take the tub out?
So we have a tub here.
And then you'll have one upstairs.
probably take it out down here is what I would think.
And then leave the tub. Because you definitely want to have one tub. That's good for resale.
Yeah.
Value.
We just talked about that, right?
We did. Your agent told you about that.
So maybe do the downstairs. It's just a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That give you more space?
No, it just literally, instead of having a tub shower combo, it's just a shower. It's just like a shower.
And then what you do with that space?
It's still wet space. It's just not a tub.
Yeah.
It's just a shower.
Yeah, it's the same space.
So you bump the shower out some?
No, you just, instead of having a tub, there's no tub, and it's just a walk-in shower.
Because now, you know what I was thinking, Kris? I was thinking a corner shower. And then a tub. Most of them have them like that. Versus
in a primary, but this is a guest bathroom.
Yes. Yeah, Okay. Okay, and then last thing would be optional windows. For this home, there's really only, I think, really one optional window. You have the option to do 3 cafe windows right here on this wall. They are 2x2, so they're square, and there's 3 of them. So obviously these windows are standard, so you have a lot of light in this room. But if you would like to have even more light and have those cafe windows, you can. It just obviously limits, it takes away some of your wall space. So like here behind you where we have this, if you wanted to do some type of furniture piece, you would have windows there. So
those windows are at the very top. They're not, they're short.
They're squares. So there's 2x2 and there's 3 of them.
Yes.
No. Okay.
It's more of a decoration, but it does help to let in natural light. So.
Yeah.
But
But in this floor plan, because you have these 2 windows right here.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Mm-hmm. And then the only other optional window that I would suggest would be to do the transom window in that front bathroom. So that skinny window that goes above the shower. Mm-hmm. Most people do that just to let that natural light in the bathroom. And then also too, it also lets a lot of natural light into your hall, like your foyer as well. So want to do that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then our base price was $528.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. That's the base price.
That's our base price. That's where we started. We're gonna see where we finish.
And that $1,750 or that $17,500 flex class, you can apply some of that to structural too. So we got things we can do.
Yeah, you can take that off the price or.
Okay, so most people use it for design studio, but that's why it's flexible, so we can use it however you like.
When you say design studio, you're speaking of what? What are you saying?
So design studio is where you pick out your flooring, your cabinets, your backsplash. Design studio is pretty much going to encompass anything in your home that we're not doing right now. So paint, cabinets, appliance options,
gotcha.
Electrical, So, and we have Caitlin and Sarah, who's our design team. That's what they specialize in. Honestly, there's a whole lot of stuff that they sometimes I learn something new every time. Somebody comes out from their design, they're like, we added this. I'm like, oh, that's great. I didn't even know that was an option. So sometimes there might be things where you're like, can we do this? And I'm like, I don't know. Let me ask. But we have it's again a big catalog of options. And typically what I have seen is that people over the incentive price that we used to have, which was $22. What is it now? I'm just going to say it was 12 plus, so it used to be 10. We still have the 12 standard. Let's say that you use 15 of that flex cash. But do you know if you'll be wanting to finance or do cash? Do you know that yet?
Probably cash. I
Okay.
think. What is it?
Yeah, probably cash.
Well, because the reason why I'm asking that is because you won't have a lot of closing costs then. So then I would use most of that flex cash for design, and then maybe just use like 2,500 reserved for closing costs, because when you pay cash, you just really don't have that much closing cost. So that would give you, with our current incentives, you would have $27,000 to spend at our design studio. So basically, when you go in there, start at 0, go up to, I would say most people spend probably 40, to be honest. And of course we have some people who blow it out of the water and, get the most expensive of everything. But I would say the average is probably 40. But we give you 27. So then that means only 13,000 would be added to your final price, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what I would plan on spending, like budget-wise. Okay, let me print this off.
You finished?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell us where we at.
I'm going to print it off.
Oh, okay.
So y'all can see it.
Let me call my daughter back and see what she's talking about. Tell her I call her back. Because she has some more to do.
See your itemized line by line here. Okay. Yeah, so with all of the options she added, which really she added most of our options that we have, she's at right now $605.
Okay.
And so like I said, that's not including design, but we give quite a bit of incentive.
And that's not including any incentives.
No, that's not including any incentives. So that's just so we got Orange Landing. This is the Maddox floor plan. And again, I know she likes this one because it's bigger, but the Willis, if that one's not, that was 508. So that right there, 20,000 cuts down. So we have, this is going to be the base plus lot premium. Right there. These are going to be included features, which I have discounted at the end. So this actually does include some discounts because we have included features that are discounted. And so that's the infinity shower, and I'll go over all this with her too. But just so you know, do you want me? I can print you off a copy too. You can see line by line the price of like pedestrian door, the flex room, even that. Like if she switched that to just the doors and doesn't have the closet, that saves a little bit of money. The designer kitchen. This too, when you see this price, it includes the base appliances as well. So it's not just to move the structural stuff around. It includes like the double ovens and things like that. Fireplace. That 3-season room with us is a pretty penny. I mean, it's $14,000. So utility sink, the oak, which I know she definitely would want. This is the door from the owner suite to the lanai. The drawers. The other big cost is obviously fully finishing that upstairs. And then the walk-in shower and the window. Okay. So really, I mean, $605 is probably right around where she wants to be. And then I would budget for, if you wanted to over budget for design, I would say maybe plan on adding another 15 to that price.
Yeah, because that doesn't include like the flooring.
Correct. Yeah, this is just
structure,
base, lot, and structural. And then design, you do that after contract. So when you sign your contract price with us, you pay a 3.5% deposit, which, so I know we're a little bit less than a lot of builders too. A lot of builders will do 10. We only require 3.5% down of that price, the $605. Let me highlight this. This is, so her total options, this is the discounts that I removed. And then the $605. So we require 3.5% down, and then you do your design meeting at about a month, I think 28 days technically, around that time of contract, and that's when you do your design options, and that's where you can take that flex cash, what I was talking about, and add that towards your design.
Gotcha.
So